Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday, November 25th, one day before our oldest son's 19th birthday. Golly, does that make me feel old? Today's Closers Cafe will be most likely an hour or less. And I got a jam-packed content here. We're going to take a new listing and generate some free leads. We are going to schedule out my deal of the week email. I am going to demo the most recent upgrade and update to LeadDeck.ai. It is absolutely bananas. And time permitting, I'm going to call some motivated seller leads that came in last night and see if we can maybe schedule some appointments, most likely for me at this point, for next week. So jam-packed session. Once again, we're going to start by taking a new listing, a listing I took last week, and share a simple free strategy for taking that listing and generating free leads with it, an organic posting strategy. I've shared it a number of times here, but this is specifically for my guy, Kevin Dowell in Virginia, who asked for an updated version of how to promote listings to get free leads. So I want to dig into that. I need to find and create my deal of the week email to schedule to go out tomorrow. And we'll see if I have time to call some motivated seller leads that came in last night. That should be fun and exciting. Do me a big favor. Give me a thumbs up if you're excited for what we've got in tune or lined up for you today. Let's get right into it. Because I've got a tight window here. I am going to, well, actually, one thing. This new listing that I took, it went live coming soon late last week. It's active live on the market as of this morning. If you go to my YouTube channel right here, how I took 2 new listings last week using 2 emails and 1 text, that is a case study on how I got this listing. Okay, so if you're curious, you want to check that out, go to my YouTube channel, Josh Schoenly Coaching. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, please. And check out that. It's short. It's 5 minutes and 43 seconds. It's a case study of how I took those 2 new listings. So that'll give you a short and sweet version. I'm going to use listings to leads to generate the leads, or as a way for me to capture the leads, which, by the way, listings to leads is one of my 10 tools in tech that I am sharing later this morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, on our weekly Zoom mastermind. Now, normally the Zoom mastermind is on Wednesdays, but it's a holiday week. It's my oldest son's birthday tomorrow. We're having a little surprise for him in the morning. And so I moved it up because I want to share the 10 tools in tech that I have used to close 13 transactions in the last 78 or 81 days, something like that. And after today, it will actually be 15 transactions because we have 2 settlements today. So 10 tools in tech that I've used to create those, or that have helped me create those results. And then I'm going to share the three that are the minimum effective dose, because 10 can be a lot. And I didn't start with 10, right? But I'll give you the 3 that are like the minimum effective dose. What you need, bare bones to get going. Now, I've already identified a potential problem, which is going to mean that this is going to take longer than I expected already. I logged into listings to leads, and I'm going to assume that because when we uploaded it as coming soon, we didn't have photos, and now I added the photos this morning. I was getting a little bit of an error message there. So are the photos uploaded? Let's see here. They are not. Okay. So what I can do, let me go back here. Let me see what this little, I've never seen this error message before. Maybe it was an error telling me I can refresh it. I don't know. We'll see here. Listing has no images is the notification. Okay. Well, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go to photos and I'm just going to upload the images. I uploaded them in the MLS this morning, but because this listing was pulled before that, the problem is the listing was automatically pulled into my listings to leads account before I had the photos uploaded. I uploaded them early this morning, but it was still after they were uploaded into the MLS. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Are those uploading? Where are they? For full screen. Images must be. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Hold on here. Never fails. Every time I think I've got things teed up and ready to roll, something goofy happens. Okay, you know what we're gonna do instead? Here's what we're gonna do instead. I'm gonna take the lazy way out. Sometimes the lazy way is the better way. I'm going to delete this listing. I'm just going to delete it out. And I'll show you how quickly and easily. By the way, if you're watching on the TikTok live and you want to see my screen, you can come over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube and you can see my screen. I'm going to show you how quickly and easy you can import listings into listings to leads, even if they're not your listings. Now, you have to have permission if they're not yours, or if you come on over and join the party here at EXP Realty, we can use or market any other EXP real estate agent's listing. Now, I would still get permission before just blasting it out marketing wise. But you can use this little strategy here to import a listing. Here's one way that I've used it a lot with listings to leads is new construction properties where I have permission from the listing agent or from the builder to promote those. Okay, that's one easy way. But right now, I'm going to do it on my own listings. What happens? So I could do the update data feed, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to manually grab the listing. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm going to go add listing, grab listing, and I need to put the zip code. I can't remember the zip code. 17331. 17331. So while that is importing the listing, I'm going to take this time to do something else on the list that I needed to do anyway, which is to call a motivated seller lead that came in last night. This is a lead that came in and requested an offer late last night on his property. And I'm going to call him. I've got an automated campaign going out to him as well, but I need to call him regardless. So might as well demonstrate that while my listing is being imported. Telephone number 57059. When I am calling these cash offer request motivated seller leads, I will triple dial them. I'm paying a lot for these leads, so I want to connect with them. And then if still no answer, I will leave a voicemail, which you'll hear here, and I will manually text from my cell phone as well. Telephone number 57. So that was a double dial. We're doing triple. We're going to triple it up. All right, the listing's being imported. The images are being added as we speak. Telephone number 57059079888 can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options. Chris, good morning. This is Josh Schoenly. It looks like you requested an offer, filled out a form on our site last night, looking for an offer. I think it's 98 Skool Ave. just confirming that's correct, and also have a couple of questions for you. When you have a minute, you can call or text me back. This is my personal cell phone. Thanks, and I hope to chat soon. So I will send, I left that voicemail. Hey, Chris, it's Josh, period. Just left you a voicemail, period. Looked like you requested an offer for your property at 98 Skool Ave last night on one of our websites. Question mark. Is that right? Question mark. Skool Ave is hard for talk to text to understand. So I had to change it and correct that. And away we go. Oh, I don't know why it would spell Chris the way it did. Talk to text. You never know what you're going to get. I don't know why it spelled it the way it did. The listing is ready to go. So now I can please, I can please click here to edit. So now my listing is uploaded. We've got the just listed banner. All of the photos should be there. They are beautiful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the market listing tab, and I'm going to go to social media post. And I'm going to download images that we're going to use on a couple of different social platforms. I'm going to slightly tweak the post, and then we're going to post it on three different platforms, and then we're going to share it on a bunch of Facebook groups, which will help us generate some activity and free leads. I consistently do this with every one of my listings for several reasons. Number one, the more eyeballs we get on our listings, the more showing requests we get, the more offers we get, the better it is for our clients. That's number one. Number two, it creates more. This Closers Cafe, our mantra is more conversations, more contracts, more closings. Well, to have more conversations, you need more contacts in your database. So the more contacts I have, the more conversations I can have, the more contracts I can write, and the more deals I can close, like 2 today that are closing. All right. So I'm in here. I'm going to go edit image. And I want to download. I'm going to download the Facebook version, which is the vertical version. And I need to download the Instagram version. Now, did they download? Something went wrong. Well, I'll tell you what. It is just our morning here today, isn't it? Well, I'm going to edit the post while we're waiting for that to work. I don't know why that's not working. Just listed in Hanover. I'm going to change this a little bit. I really don't need to do this, but I like making just listed the all caps, kind of the announcement. I'm going to add another emoji in here. I'm going to tweak the hashtags a little bit here. Real estate agent. And I'm going to add a listing agent. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go over to, you know what? I'm going to start with Facebook. I'm going to mix it up. And yesterday, I switched it around for a couple of reasons. And it reminded me that this is a good strategy to use, because when you're adding the hashtags this way, it will tell you how much, or how many posts have that hashtag. And I like to mix it up and have a combination of locally relevant hashtags and like real estate specific hashtags. Okay, York County, PA. There we go. Just listed. Josh Schoenly. Somebody's looking for me direct. Not many, because my hashtag, that hashtag doesn't have many. Real estate agent, realtor, realty. I'm not going to use broker. And I'm not going to use generically home for sale either. I'm going to go home for sale. If you're watching on the TikTok live and you want to see what I'm doing on the screen here, you can come on over to Josh Shanley Coaching on YouTube, and you'll be able to see my screen. Now look at this. This has this preview in here. I'm not even going to worry. I'm not even going to worry about the images not downloading. I'm just going to rock and roll with this. So look at this right here. Just listed in Hanover for instant access to all photos, floor plans, and more details. Mixing it up a little bit. Go to, and the link that they are to go to. Now, here's why I love listings to leads and why I use it and why it's one of my 10 tools in tech that I'll be sharing today at 11 a.m. Eastern on our weekly Zoom mastermind. You can join us for free in the Zoom room, growwithjosh.com/mm. growwithjosh.com/mm. The reason why is this page right here, it converts better than any other page. Why is it doing that? It converts better than any other page I have tested. It converts better than the single property pages in KV Core or Bold Trail. It converts better than anything else that I've tested using this flow. This page converts better or best. So well that I have new signs. I don't have one in here. I got new signs that I've designed to capture more leads, because sign leads are some of the best leads that we can have as a real estate agent, that we can get as a realtor. And I've got a QR code, a big QR code on my signs, and the QR code is going to take them, or is taking them, to this page. Now I got to get my sign out on this one today, but I put out my first updated new sign on some vacant land that I have listed, and we'll see. I'm gonna certainly report back on how many leads those signs are generating. But this page converts like crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna hit next, and I'm gonna post. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back here, and I'm just going to refresh this and hope that I can pull down the image, because I do want to use the image on Nextdoor and on my Google business profile. I definitely do want to use the image, that the preview image. Now, I could just use an image of the property, which, if this is still being a problem, or if I'm still fighting with this here, that's what I will do. Bear with me. It never fails. I think it's because I'm probably live streaming is why I'm having problems. You know what? Nuts to this. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to give it one more try. Here. Let's see if we can download the Facebook image. That's the vertical view of it. Oh, okay, it worked now, so that's good. I'm going to download both versions. And then I'm going to do what I have been had been skipping on, but this can be a little thing that can make a big difference. I'm going to airdrop these to my phone so that I can geotag them, and so that I can add some keywords into the caption of the image. Okay, there we go. All right. So I've got them on my phone here. And I'm going to add a location. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a location, and I'm going to put the specific address of the listing, which is 533 Baltimore Street, Hanover. Then I'm going to say home for sale in the captions, home for sale, Hanover, PA, rental, investment, property, home for sale, house for sale. I'll put my name in, realtor, realty, real estate, agent listing. Boom. Okay. So I've got that. And I'm going to copy these over. I'm going to copy these. And I'm going to do that on both of my images. So I've got to paste in the caption there. Done. Add location. Add the tag. I'm going to airdrop these back to my. Good morning, Spencer. Thanks for chiming in there, buddy. Good morning. I'm going to I'm airdropping them back over to my my computer. Well, I guess I only airdropped one of them. Let's see here. Airdrop the other one. And I'm going to copy this here because I did tweak the hashtags. And then I'm going to go to Nextdoor. I'm going to go to Nextdoor. If you were watching yesterday, I actually got a lead, someone that was commenting on Nextdoor on this when I posted this coming soon last week. Last week I posted it coming soon as just like a kind of a teaser bit of content. I forgot to include something that I like to include with these. So bear with me here. I didn't include in my Facebook post this content here. I'm going to paste that in. We're going to drop the pin on the location. And voila. So that post is done. We're going to go and drop it on the old Google business profile as well. Let's see here. I'm going to go posts, add post. I need to select images. This one I'm going to do, I'm going to do the wide screen. I'm going to drop in the description here. Whoops, wrong description. I need to grab all of this here. Whoops, it's a little too much. Oh boy. Struggle City this morning here. There we go. There we go. I'm going to copy the URL. We can't have a URL in the description. I'm going to hit learn more, and I'm going to paste the URL in there. And looks like we got some extra spaces in here to get for instant access to all photos. Tap learn more below. And then I want to add more context to this. So I'm going to grab my whole public remarks listing description from my public remarks. I'm going to drop all of that in here. So I'm giving it more ammunition, and I need to add some breaks in here. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Do that. Do that. And perfect. Okay. So I'm going to post that. So I've posted on Facebook. I posted on Nextdoor. I posted on Google Business Profile. And then the last piece of this, doggone it, I wasn't sharing my screen. Oh boy. It's one of those days. Sorry. But the last piece of this, is on my, look at that. That's funny. Homer Simpson. Squirrel. The last piece of this, I'm going to go onto my Facebook. Interesting. Meta is giving me some terms I have to agree to. Oh no. Okay. Hold on. Jeez. Hello, this is Josh. Hello. Okay, so the reason I answered the phone is I wanted to live out the 7 habits that I shared yesterday. If you missed yesterday's show, I shared 7 habits that have helped me sell more homes this year and are going to continue to help me sell even more homes next year. My goal is personally is 100 transactions, not including my team and my organization. And answering the dang phone was habit number 1. I thought it might be a spam or scam call, but you never know. And what I said yesterday, I'll stand by. Out of 10 of those that I think or that are noted as potential spam or scam, 1 or 2 of them out of every 10 is a real person, a real potential client who is looking for some help. So back so I can close the loop on this. Okay. I'm on my personal profile on Facebook. I'm going to go find my page. Here is my post. And this is where the juice comes from. We're going to share to groups. And we're going to share to local groups that this may be relevant for. This property is in York County. So I am choosing the York County and Hanover groups. Okay, so I've got 7 or 8 listed. Okay, and then I'm going to say I'm going to use emojis. I'm going to use a megaphone. I'm going to use a home, and I'm going to use a down arrow. Simple like that. The most free leads I've generated this year using that flow on a single listing is either 49 or 51, something like that. Leads. And on average, I would say on average, it's double digits. On average, it's double digits. So if you're short on ad budget or marketing budget, I just gave you a free way that you can generate leads. And it doesn't have to be, number 1, it doesn't have to be your own listing. Number 2, it doesn't even have to be a specific listing. Yesterday's show, I showed you how to promote a curated list using this flow and this process to generate free leads. I'm telling you, if you follow that process on a daily basis, and you strategically are sharing content like that, not only are you keeping your social profiles and your social media updated and current, but you're going to capture more opportunities than if you don't do it. Okay, simple as that. You will generate more leads than if you don't do that. So that was number 1 on the list. Took way longer than expected because of some technical difficulties and me talking through it. But we have some more time here. So next up, I need to find and create my deal of the week email. My deal of the week email. I shared this last week, last Tuesday. This is one of my core pillars that I believe and am adamant that every real estate agent should be sending. And honestly, I had been dropping the ball in my own business, sending out a deal of the week email, and I'm back on the horse. Last week, I sent one out, and I got, I don't know, somewhere between 8 and 10 responses, which means 8 or 10 more conversation opportunities. It also gives me more opportunity to practice the 7 habits that I shared yesterday, which is, the more conversations we create, the more we need to be, following up on and following through on those conversations. And so I'm going to use one of my 13 strategies in the Google Doc. Let me see here. Let me share my screen. Back here. Here we go. This Google Doc, which if you'd like a copy, just drop a comment or DM me or even text me at 717-571-0456. This Google Doc has more than 13 ways. I forget how many there are, 14, 15, 16, something like that, to find great deals both on market and off market for active real estate investors in your market. Now, it doesn't have to be active real estate investors. You could be featuring a deal of the week. Maybe your deal of the week is new construction related, and it's a deal of the week because there's some new builder incentive or they just drop the price a bunch. any, it doesn't have to be for investors. It's just that my main focus right now, my proactive time and energy and money is more geared towards working with and doing deals with investors. The two settlements that we have today are both with real estate investors. One selling a motivated a property that had a motivated seller and selling that to an investor, and the other one, a bank-owned listing where I brought the investor to the transaction. So this is this document. I'll be happy to share it with you for free. Again, just DM me or comment below or text me 717-571-0456. We got to go find a deal. Let's go find a deal. I'm going to go residential sale. I'm going to pull. I'm going to look at 4 counties. I already know which. I think I know which property I'm going to feature as my deal of the week. But I want to walk you through this. And York. And I just want a quick and easy. I want to find a bank-owned property. So I'm going to choose bank-owned, HUD-owned as sale type. And let's see what results we got. We have 13 results. 13 results. And I think, is this the one that I saw? Nope, that's not the one that I saw that I wanted to feature. I'm just going to I'm going to scroll through these and take a look at them. Owner occupant for first 15 days. We're past the owner occupant stage. And this is a HUD property. I don't know. I thought I knew which property I was going to use, but I might use that one. This is an interesting one. This is probably not an investor. Probably not an investor deal because of the price range, but interesting nonetheless. This one, I've seen this one a little bit. It's been on there for a little bit. No thanks. I don't think so. I don't think so. This one's kind of interesting. It's had a price drop. It's been on 71 days. Ooh. You know what? I have a settlement with Andy this afternoon. I'm going to call him in a minute. This one I just submitted an offer on. This one I've submitted an offer on, and we didn't get it. And this one, no dice. So let me go back. I'm going to go back to the start. I think I know which one I'm going to roll with. Oh, this is the one that I thought I would feature. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. It's only been listed for 6 days. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. And I may end up featuring this one at some point. But I'm either going to do this one or I'm going to call my guy Andy. I'm going to call my guy Andy here on this one. I'm going to call Andy here. And we'll see what we got. He usually answers his phone. Hello, you've reached He usually answers. So please leave your name, number, and message. Hey, buddy, my guy didn't really want to do a final walkthrough this morning. I can probably still grab your sign and your lockbox, depending on time. If not before, maybe after, if you'd like. Also curious, when you have a minute, about the one you've got in Duncannon on Butcher Shop Road. No dice on that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to call on the Dillsburg one. Oh, John. Whoops. 717. I'm going to call, and then I'm just going to pick one and roll with it because it's not about you got to have a reason that it's a deal, but it's more about just getting something out and creating conversations.
Hello, you reached John Wayneville, brokers.
0 for 2. 0 for 2 on the listing agents. I mean, I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to text him. Hey, John, do you have any owner occupant offers pending on 21 North York Road? This one, oh my goodness. The talk to text. Just I don't know how it had such a grammatical misspelling error nonsense. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to roll with this one right here. I've got a deal closing with the same listing agent. I've known Andy for a bunch of years, and we got a pretty good discount on the one that we just picked up. It's been listed for over 2 months, and that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to go into my bold trail. I'm going to show you how simple and easy these emails are. Going into bold trail, I go to marketing. Where do I need to go? I need to go Smart Campaigns templates. And then what was last week? 26, 11, 19. There it is. Okay, so here's my deal of the week email from last week. I'm going to clone that. And I'm going to change the date. Tomorrow is the 26th, which is what this will be scheduled to go out. I'm going to change the date here. I'm going to move the date to the end. I like the same theme, but I like to mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to go bank owned. So my subject line, bank owned, deal of the week in Central PA, for first name, and then tomorrow's date. So they know that this is relevant. Here's our Central PA bank owned, parentheses, deal of the week, first name. It's a, what is it? It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. Looks like a manufactured home. Is it on a full basement? Has a garage, full basement. Okay, in Central Air. Okay, all right. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single family on over an acre in Duncannon. I'm going to say recently price reduced, currently under 200K. I'm not going to give the exact price, but I'm going to include that it's under 200. What else here? What else can we use in the copy? I like to have 4 to 5 bullets. Actually, I don't know, maybe 3 to 6. Ranch home. Single story ranch home with nearly 1,400 square feet. ... That's a little private. Retreat, plenty of room to relax, enjoy nature. Oversized 2-car garage. Okay, so oversized 2-car garage! Exclamation point. Home on just under, I thought it was just over an acre, just under an acre. And honestly, I'm just going to do one more bullet point on this one. Let's see here. Great place for someone seeking both privacy and convenience. I don't know. It's kind of like nonsense, but we gotta get something out here. Could make a great flip or perfect for a handyman looking to create some sweat equity. Okay. Recently price reduced, now under 200K. So I'm gonna bold the under 200K. I'm gonna oversized 2-car garage. Just hit reply. Who do you know that might be interested? That's one of our magic phrases from last week. Who do you know that might be interested? Just to reply, and I'll get you all the details. Picks floor plan community. You know what? I'm just gonna leave this. Hit reply. Just hit reply, and I'll get you all the details. And I'm going to use this. This is part of the magic in this. I'm going to use the PS. I'm going to use the PS and the PS formula that is in our deal of the week full system walkthrough, which I'm more than happy to share with you. You can drop a comment, DM me, or text me at 717-571-0456. This formula works like gangbusters to get more replies. The more replies we get, the more conversations we can start or engage in. The more conversations we have, the more contracts we write, the more closings we have, right? The more transactions we are able to get closed, the more people we can help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going back to Bold Trail. I'm going to go to Lead Engine, and I'm going to go to IDX Squeeze page. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a minute. I'm going to pop in here all of the areas that I cover. I cover our team. Our team covers. Our team covers the entire 717 area code, which is 8 to 10 counties. And I say 8 to 10 because there are parts of some counties that have a 717, which I guess we're out of 717 area codes. Our new area code is 223. That's terrible. I don't know. I mean, it's just, I don't know why, but whatever. I'm adding all of those locations, and once I have them added, I'll explain what I'm doing here. Perry, what am I missing? Lebanon, Lancaster, Juniata, Mifflin. Okay. I'm going to go to listing type, and I just want condos for this list. I want condos, single family, and townhomes. Okay, so basically residential properties. And I want foreclosures. And I'm going to set the default. I don't want to make people opt in because this is a link I'm going to send people when they reply asking for the complete list. So I'll get to that in a second here. So there are 30. The PS, right now, there are 30 bank-owned foreclosures for sale here in the quote-unquote 717. Would you like me to send you the complete list? And then I'm going to do line breaks and add this down here because I don't like when the unsubscribe link is like right in their face when they're reading that. And the PS is what most people go down to. Okay, so now I've got my subject line in parentheses, bank-owned deal of the week in Central PA for first name and then tomorrow's date. The body content, here's our Central PA in parentheses, bank-owned deal of the week, first name. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, single-family home on just under an acre in Duncannon. Single-story ranch home with nearly 1,400 square feet, oversized 2-car garage. A great place for someone seeking both privacy and convenience. Could make a great flip, or perfect for a handyman looking to create some sweat equity. Recently price reduced, now under 200K. Who do you know? Who do you know that? This is why I read these out aloud. Now, I need to do it every time because when I do it, I almost always find a grammatical error. Who do you know that might be interested? What I had was, who do you know what might be interested? That doesn't even make any sense. Just hit reply and I'll get you all the details. Then my first name, then my full signature file, and then the PS. Right now, there are 30 bank-owned foreclosures for sale here in the 717. Would you like me to send you the complete list? That is a money deal of the week email. Money. So now that I have my email, I need to go back to my marketing tab, and I'm going to schedule mass email. I'm going to go schedule. I'm going to choose my email bucket. I need to find my most recently saved. Is it has email? There we go. Whoops. Has email. Has email. Where is it? I have to find the list that I want to send it to in my database here. Has email 11/10/25. I guess that's it. I thought I made a new one. I'll go there. I'm going to select. I'm going to have it go out at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And if I start typing in, there we go. There it is. I don't want my assigned. Oh, look at that. I did 2 of those. Let me get rid of that. And I'm going to schedule. There it is, my deal of the week email. It's going to get you more conversations if you use it than if you don't. Ooh, you know what? I should have included a happy Thanksgiving. I don't know why I didn't do that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to edit this, and I'm just going to say happy Thanksgiving. Boom. Schedule. Perfect. Now we're done. Now we're ready to roll. Okay. So new listing. I showed my process to generate free leads with that new listing. Check. Number 2, I found my deal of the week. We wrote the deal of the week email, and we sent the deal of the week. We're scheduled to send it. Now, number 3, and I'm probably going to wrap on this because I have a call with one of my agent partners at 9:30. We're helping her with a plan to make 2026 her best year ever in real estate. If that's something that you would be interested and would like help creating a plan and then implementing that plan, I would love to explore partnering up with you to make that happen. You can text me at 717-571-0456, or you can schedule a time on my calendar, growwithjosh.com/20. But before we wrap, I want to share some significant updates and upgrades that have been made to LeadDeck.ai. So I'm going to go to the tool, and we're going to start completely fresh. We're going to create a new account. Now, here's the story behind LeadDeck. If you are a real estate agent or realtor who has ever struggled with or been stuck on the commission roller coaster, we know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. It's why my buddy Sean and I built LeadDeck.ai. You can create a free account and instantly get access to motivated sellers and cash buyer investors in your real estate market. So you never have to wonder where your next client or closing is going to come from, or better yet, you can permanently get off the commission roller coaster, the feast and famine cycle that is so many of us in real estate. So go to LeadDeck.ai, create your free account. You're going to enter your email address I need to come up with a new version here. I'm going to go lead deck 2. We need to choose a password. Okay. So create your password. I'm going to put my name. And then what's my favorite zip code for real estate? So you're going to choose a zip code that is, your whether it's the zip code you live in or it's the zip code that you would like to get more business. And just know that you can use the tool to generate or get leads, motivated sellers, and cash buyers, and a whole bunch of other type of real estate leads in any zip code, city, or county. But to start somewhere and to make this fast and easy, I'm going to put in my own personal zip code. I hit, look at this. It says creating account and grabbing your first 10 seller leads. Creating account and grabbing your first 10 seller leads. I can save my password here, and voila, I'm instantly in the tool, and I've got my first 10 seller leads right there in front of me. My first 10 motivated seller leads right there in front of me that I can immediately start doing outreach to and making them an offer using one of my best performing scripts and templates. I've shared these time and again on these sessions, which is, hey, Calvin, would you consider selling your property at street address to a private client of mine before the end of the year? Could not be any faster or easier. Now, you may be wondering, well, what happens when I find a motivated seller that would consider an offer on their property in 17025? Well, I'm so glad you asked. We go to dashboard. We go to new buyer target, and I am going to choose zip code. I'm going to pop in my same zip code. I've got cash buyers. And look at this. If I check lead count, I've got 24 cash buyers that I can then reach out to. So I get the seller to raise their hand. Yes, I'd sell my property. Can you bring me an offer? Well, actually, I can. Let me reach out to the active cash buyers in the market so we can bring you an offer, Mr. or Mrs. Seller. And when you create your free account, you get those first 10 properties absolutely free, and you get 40 additional credits. So I can use those free additional credits to get the cash buyers. So why don't I do this? I'm going to create the target and watch how easy and fast this is. I hit run now. And in a matter of seconds, when I go to lead deck, I can pull up the cash buyer investors right here, and I can start playing matchmaker. I can just go and start playing matchmaker. I'm going to share the screen a little bit smaller so we don't get this video flagged here. I can then go and reach out to see which of these are ready, willing, and able to make an offer on the properties, the motivated sellers properties that we're reaching out to in step 1. And that is how quickly and easily you can start using leaddeck.ai. You can take full control over your lead flow, your deal flow, take back control of your pipeline. LeadDeck.ai is one of the tools that I'm sharing later this morning at 11 a.m. Eastern on our weekly mastermind, our weekly Zooms mastermind. I'm sharing 10 tools and tech that I've used to close 13 transactions in the last 78 days. And I'm also going to give you, so I'm going to share the 10 that I regularly use. They are free and low cost. They're all free and low cost. There's not some super expensive thing or tool or tech that I'm using. They're all free and low cost. And then I'm going to give you the minimum effective dose, the 3 that you should use as a starting point to get the ball rolling, to build, to create some momentum, to fill your pipeline with opportunity. That those 10 tools and tech, it's 13. It's 13 as of this morning. It'll be 15 as of this afternoon in the last 81 days. 15 closed transactions. I'll show you the 10 tools and tech that I'm using. They are free and low cost software and related types of tools, data providers, etc. And you can join me for that at growwithjosh.com/MM. growwithjosh.com/MM. If you have any trouble registering for that, you can drop a comment. You can DM me, or you can text me at 571-0456. If you missed yesterday's session, I would highly recommend you go back and check it out. In fact, I edited out just the portion of yesterday's session where I went over the 7 habits that have helped me sell more homes in 2025, and these 7 habits I'm committed to as non-negotiables in my business, so that I'm planning on tripling thereabout my transaction count in 2026, as well as adding significant number of additional agents to our organization, partnering with more of them, and so I can help them create a plan and implement a plan to make 2026 their best year ever, which is what I'm going to hop off, because I'm going to be doing some work with Hillary, one of our agent partners, in about 4 minutes. So thanks for spending some time with me. I hope you will join me later at 11 a.m. today for our mastermind, growwithjosh.com/mm. That'll redirect to a Zoom link. You can join us in the Zoom link. I do stream them as well, but the Zoom it's more fun. It's more intimate if you can come in to the Zoom and hang out with us there. No live the rest of the week. I'll be back on Monday, December 1st. Please, please, please do me a huge favor. There's literally zero risk whatsoever for you to go and grab your free account with leaddeck.ai. Instantly get 10 motivated seller leads for free, and then you can start playing matchmaker, so you can get off the commission roller coaster forever. All right. Thank you all for spending some time. Spencer, appreciate you. And I hope to see many of you on our mastermind in about 90 minutes.